Fluffy Pants here. And today I got another movie review. Today I just got done watching Halloween 2018, which is a direct sequel to the original Halloween from 1978. Love this movie to death. But the first part's going to be spoiler free, and then I'll let you know whenever it's going to go spoilers. But spoiler free thing, this is probably the best movie that's made since the original 1978 classic. In my opinion, I only seen Halloween 1, or the original, Halloween 2, the original one, and then Halloween 3, and I've seen parts and bits of the other ones, but so far, my favorite one's been 1978 one, and then now this one. I mean, Halloween 2 and 3 are still pretty good in my opinion, but the new one is probably the best one since the original one. There's a lot of good callbacks to the original one. We'll get into some of those in the spoiler review. But I mean, if you're a fan of the original one or any of the other movies, just go see. I mean, it's a great movie. Plus, I mean, it's just great, especially if you're a fan of horror movies or Halloween in general. So definitely go check that out. That's all I'm going to do for the spoiler-free review. But anyway, guys, let's go and get into the spoilers. So first off, this movie does end on a cliffhanger, which you can't count it as a cliffhanger. It's kind of very subtle. So, I'll kind of get to the cliffhanger in a little bit, but let's go start at the beginning. So the beginning opens up with, like, in the Smith's Grove thing, the two reporters that are reporting on the Michael Myers murders. And so they, go see him and all, and they hold up his mask, and everyone goes crazy, or all the other people going crazy, and they're just a report, try to get him to say something, but he never does. But then we hit our title sequence, which is straight, kind of ripped off from the original one, which I don't mind continuing to, because it's really awesome. But it's pretty much like a rotted pumpkin, and like it pretty much kind of like springs back to life, and like it zooms in, Halloween music and all. I love it so much. But then after that, I believe we see Laurie's granddaughter, and there's like a whole subplot with that, which I have to get into something funny in a second. That happened. 2 movies I saw a week apart. I have to get in that in a second though. But we also see Laurie. She's kind of still messed up from the Michael Myers murders from the original one, and so pretty much she had a daughter, and social services took her daughter away from her because they thought it was unfit, because Laurie was also trying to train her to be ready for whenever Michael Myers returns. And now her daughter's all growing up with a granddaughter and all that, and her granddaughter doesn't really get to see her grandmother that much, because her daughter's, is kind of still met her mother, but she enjoys seeing her, and she just wants to help her, kind of. But so these 2 reporter people, they end up going to Laurie's house and try to do a little interview, kind of, but not really. So like, yeah, she doesn't really give a lot, because they're like, we want you to go to Michael Myers and see if you can get him to talk for us. And she's just like, nah, I'm good. She doesn't say that, but I mean, she's pretty much just like, nah, I'm good, thank you though. And they pay her $3,000 for doing the interview for him. And then like, a nice callback to the original one is you see what's her face and her granddaughter in school, and she's sitting at the back corner beside a window, and then she looks out the window, and then Laurie Strode is actually staring at her like Michael Myers did in the original one to Laurie. But pretty much then Laurie gives the granddaughter $3,000. She's like, I don't really need this. Here you go. And then they talk a little bit, and then she's like, if what I did to raise your mother, if she hates me for it, at least I know she's ready, or something like that. It's really, kind of sweet and all. But then we skip forward a little bit, and here's the funny part. Okay, so in this movie, at a school Halloween dance, there's a girl and a guy that are boyfriend and girlfriend, and then the girl runs off for a second and then comes back to see the guy kissing another girl. That also happened. I saw Goosebumps 2 last week. Yeah, I got a review on my channel, but I saw Goosebumps 2 last week. Same thing happened. A week later, the same thing happens in this movie. I thought that was kind of funny though. But so Michael's kind of doing a rampage. There's some really nice cinematography with like one-shot takes. There's even one that's like 3 minutes long, which I think is really awesome. But I mean, there's some really awesome stuff in this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna skip to the end a little bit. So like, pretty much they all like lead him to their house and all, but before that, they're trying, or so Laurie's daughter and her husband go over to Laurie's house or whatever, and they can't really get a hold of Alice and her granddaughter. So they have some police to take her up and all. So after Michael kills that one of her friends or whatever, she runs to a house and the police come to pick her up and all that. And then, so then on their way to the house, they see Michael Myers. And then the sheriff, I think it is, runs over Michael Myers, just like, like hits him. And then the other guy that was on the bus whenever it crashed or whatever, get Michael, or transfer Michael, he's like, you killed him. And then he's like, no, you cannot shoot him. And he's like, I'm going to shoot his brains out. So then he literally takes out a pen, presses a button, a little knife pops out, and he stabs this sheriff in the face or in the neck. He just sits over and dies. And then he takes off Michael Myers' mask, puts it on, and then drags Michael Myers' body into the back of the police car with Laurie's granddaughter. And then puts the mask in there with it. And he's like, I must study this or something like that. It's kind of out of place and kind of weird and all. And then, like, you know, drives off, and eventually, let's just say Michael escapes and kills him, and Allison runs off and all that. Then the whole final battle at the house and all. One nice callback is, so like Michael forces Laurie to fall off the roof and all, and then he hears someone scream, and then he looks away, and he looks back, and then she's disappeared just like in the original one. Which, that's a pretty nice callback. And then there's, like, you know, some more final battle stuff. And then Karen, Laurie's daughter, turns out she was ready for this after all, because she, like, shoots Michael, and, like, and at the beginning of it, like, Laurie, like, shoots on, like, Michael, like, 3 fingers. He's only got, like, 2 fingers on a hand now. Excuse me. I mean, the final battle's pretty good and suspenseful, I think. And then the ending. Yes, the ending. So, like, there's, like, an underground space where they were been hiding the whole time, but then they trap Michael in there, and then, like, they press a button, like, these spikes shoot out and trap him down there, and they're like, it never was a shelter, it was a trap all along. And then the gas things, like, she don't start spraying gas all over the house and stuff, and then, like, she takes a flare, lights it, throws it down there, and everything starts lighting on fire and all. And then you see Michael staring there. There's, like, some really good music. It's not the original Halloween music or, like, the Halloween theme, but it's, like, some really good music. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to have to figure it out, because that's probably my favorite song in the movie, or my favorite, like, score in the movie other than the, you know, classic Halloween theme. But, like, you see Michael burning and all that, and then they escape and all, and they jump in a truck and all that. And even, like, Allison, she stabs Michael a little bit, so she has, like, this knife that she's stabbing him with, and you see her in the back of the truck, just pans down to the knife, she's still holding it in her hand. It's got blood on it and all, so I don't know if they're trying to set up her as a killer or not, but, and then it shows back into the little cellar area where they trap Michael, and he's nowhere to be found. So either he escaped somehow, don't know how, escaped somehow. So I really hope they're going to make a sequel, because this was a great movie. If you're watching this, you've probably seen it. If not, then you probably don't care about spoilers. But if you have not seen it, please go see it. It's so awesome. Especially if you're a fan of Halloween, major fan, minor fan. I'm kind of a minor fan. I only watched the first couples. But anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Check out some of my other videos. Like and subscribe for more. Let me know what you guys thought of this movie down below. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.